We all want friends who've got our back, right? But sometimes those lines can get a little blurry. So today, we're going to do a kind of friendship checkup. We're going to dig into those really subtle but super damaging signs of a fake friend. The goal here? To help you protect your peace and build a circle of people who actually, truly support you. Let's get right into it.
And that brings up a tough question, but I want you to really think about it. Are all your friends really your friends? I mean, it's easy to assume everyone we hang out with is the real deal, but sometimes, well, it's just not that simple. So just for a second, picture your crew. Are they all genuinely on your team?
Okay, so what do we even mean by fake friend? Look, this isn't about someone you have a disagreement with every now and then. That's normal. No, we're talking about something deeper. A fake friend is someone who's basically selfish, manipulative, and just not genuine with you. Their whole focus is on what you can do for them.
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start by spotting the major red flags. Then we'll get into decoding a classic move, the put down. From there, we'll talk about how to protect your peace. And finally, how to build that awesome real circle of friends.
So let's jump right in. First up, spotting the red flags. These are those key behaviors, the ones that should make you pause and go, wait a minute, is this friendship actually genuine?
Okay, so some of these signs are just impossible to miss, right? Like a friend who talks about you behind your back, or worse, throws you under the bus to save their own skin. Yeah, that is a massive red flag. And then there's the total lack of respect for your time. They're always canceling plans last minute, or they conveniently forget to invite you to things. The message there is loud and clear. You just aren't a priority to them.
But, it's not always that obvious. It can get way more subtle. Have you ever been in one of those conversations where it feels totally one-sided? Like they just talk on and on and on about themselves, but the second you try to share something about your life, they just zone out or they change the subject? It's just so emotionally draining.
And that kind of one-sidedness, it almost always leads to the most classic, the most viral sign of them all. You know the one. They basically ghost you for weeks, maybe even months, and then boom, out of nowhere your phone lights up with their name. And you already have that sinking feeling. You know exactly why they're calling, don't you?
Yeah, that classic message. Oh, hey, listen, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I need a really big favor. Ugh. Sound familiar? Let's be real. This is not a friend trying to reconnect. This is someone who sees you as a resource, not a person. They don't care how you're doing. They just want something. And as soon as they get it, poof, they'll vanish all over again.
All right, let's switch gears a little and get into the psychology behind some of this stuff. We're going to decode one of the sneakiest, most confusing, and honestly most damaging tools they have, the backhanded compliment.
So what exactly is a backhanded compliment? Simply put, it's criticism dressed up to look like praise. The whole point is to subtly put you down and make you feel a little insecure. And the worst part is, it's designed so that if you call them out on it, they can just play innocent and say, "Whoa, what's your problem? I was just trying to be nice."
Oh, and you've definitely heard the classics. Things like, "Wow, you did surprisingly well." The hidden message there? "I 100% expected you to fail." Or how about this one? "You look so much better than you usually do," which really means you normally don't look great. See? These aren't compliments. They're just little digs, gift wrapped to look nice.
But why? Why would someone do that? Well, when you look at the psychology, it almost always boils down to one thing: secret jealousy. They see you doing well. Maybe you get a promotion or you're just happy, and deep down, they can't handle it. So instead of being happy for you, they have to chip away at your success just to make themselves feel a little bit better.
And this is so important to understand. There is a world of difference between some good-natured, playful banter and a backhanded compliment. Right? Banter is all about mutual fun, connecting, it feels light, you both laugh. But a put-down? That's a power move. The goal is to assert dominance, to make you feel small. The energy is totally different. You'll feel it in your gut. Trust that feeling.
Okay, so now we know what to look for. But here's the million-dollar question. What do you actually do about it? This next part is all about protecting your peace.
And look, let's be real. This is not easy stuff. Realizing that someone you thought was a friend isn't? That's genuinely painful. It's totally okay to feel hurt, or let down, or just confused.
But here's the thing. As painful as that realization is, it hurts so much more in the long run to keep denying it, to stay in a situation with someone who just isn't good for you. Because when you think about it, what is a real friendship built on? It comes down to some basic but essential pillars: honesty, trust, genuine care, and mutual respect. So think about that person you've been questioning. Are those things really there? Because these aren't just nice-to-haves, they're the absolute foundation. And if that foundation is cracked, the whole thing is going to crumble.
Which brings us to our final and honestly most empowering section. It's time to reframe how we think about this. It's all about building your real circle. And a big part of that is understanding that letting go of a toxic friendship isn't a loss. It is a powerful act of self-care.
I mean, think about it like this. Your time and your emotional energy are finite. Every bit you spend on a friendship that drains you and brings you down is energy you can't give to people who will actually support you and lift you up. So when you decide to let go of a fake friend, you're not creating an empty space, you're making space for genuine connections to come into your life.
So I'm going to leave you with a simple but really powerful question to carry with you. As you go about your life, just start to notice, how do the people in your circle actually make you feel? Who makes you feel seen, supported, and energized? And who makes you feel small? That feeling, that's your compass. Trust it. Let it guide you to the kind of amazing, supportive circle that you 100% deserve.